Hello everybody, good evening, how are you? Welcome to Friday evening, whoop, 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 whoop. The weekend is almost here. If you have finished, if you're here in the UK and your weekend is upon you, good stuff. Thank you for choosing us over the course of the next couple of hours. If you're with us in the US, what time is it? 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully you've got a brilliant rest of your Friday lined up. If you stick with us over the course of the next 2 hours, you're gonna have a lot of fun. It is Colour Me Happy, where we're gonna be concentrating on all things illustrators. We've got some fantastic deals coming up for you as far as the illustrators are concerned. We've got a brilliant starter bundle for you. We've got some lovely stamp sets as well, including the Natural Beauty, some of the stamps and pens from the Sheena Mother Earth collection. We've got some ink pads on the show for you too, and the Pro Sketch Pack is back. It continues to be one of the best sellers here at Crafters Companion and has been over the course of the last few weeks. And the amount of people who have bought this over the course of that time just kind of says to me that, you know, what word is spreading. You guys are telling all of your friends and family, and they're telling everybody else as well, just how good that Pro Sketch Pack is. And we're going to dive into that in more detail a little bit later on. It is, of course, our 12 days of Craftmas. 2 more days to come as we head across the weekend. As part of that, of course, each and every day we've been bringing you a masterclass. If you missed the masterclass earlier on, you can go back and watch that on YouTube, or indeed if you stay here with us on the CTV 24/7 stream, you'll be able to watch it again. But also, as part of the 12 days of Craftmas, we are spinning our wheel. Today, we landed on discount, span it this morning on Wake Up Call, that discount being a 10% off code, so you will need to use this code to get your 10% off, 1 use per customer, and the code is Craftmas. Yep, CRAFTMAS. You whack that in at checkout and you'll get your extra 10% off. Usual T's and C's apply on that, but once again, without kind of getting into the nitty gritty of it, what I would be doing is, if you're shopping and you haven't yet used it, I would be diving in and I would be getting all of the goodies that I need and then popping that code in. If it applies, it will work for you. As always, we are live and interactive. If you want to say hello over the course of the show, please do. If you want to let us know what your weekend looks like, we would love to hear from you. And if you've got any questions as well, again, let's make it nice and interactive. Anything you want to know about illustrators per se, or anything just colouring related, that for me is what these Colour Me Happy shows are all about, getting all of the information you need when it comes to maybe your illustrators, whether it's your tri-blends, your tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens, pencils, whatever you like. Ask the questions. No question is off limits. And Jamie wants some more of your fun facts as well. So I've been asking for your bad jokes today. So feel free to send in any more jokes. I need some cracker jokes from you, actually, for something that we're doing on Christmas Day. And Jamie has really enjoyed the fun facts today. Hannah came up with a fact earlier on, which we fact-checked was true. Fact about crisps, that they always go out of date on a Saturday. I know. Blows your mind, right? So any of those you want to throw our way, we would love to hear from you. Sarah Brown joins us, Superstar Susie on the social, and Sarah says, hi again, my crafty friends, I'm back, and now it's about 5 a.m. as I had a big sleep earlier. I'm now not sleepy, so I'm coming back for more fun with my favourite people, sending hugs to you all from Melbourne, Australia. Hi also to Jeffrey Langley, who says, good evening, Ben and Corrine, and the super fabulous CTV crew. It's Johnny, it's Jamie, it's Jake. JJJ. It's a bright sunny day here in New Hampshire and it's made it up to 39 degrees. Kimberly joins us saying good afternoon from North Carolina. Polly Kozin saying happy crafting. Pat Demarest says hi CC staff and crafting friends from New Jersey. Candy's in saying good morning from a chilly day in Portland, Oregon. Hi also to Molly, who says hi from Michigan. And Catbutt says hi Ben, Corrine, Susie, team and all you crafties. It is not just me over the course of the next couple of hours. I am joined by, yes, you guessed it, Kat, you got there before me. Well, before I introduce her, can I just give her a big round of applause? You may not know, but Corrine, as you'll see in just a second, is wearing a white sweater today. Bad combo for the fact that she brought in lasagna for tea. We were worried that there might be some spillage. Now, there was double blue rollage, as you'll be able to see if you go to my Instagram stories, as we all watched with bated breath to see whether or not Corrine could finish her lasagna without spilling on the white top. There was a hairy moment at the end when the fork dropped and we all went, oh, heck. The fork dropped, but there was no splashes of tomato sauce, and as you will see for yourself, still whiter than white and an absolute delight. It is the lovely Corrine Robinson. How did you manage that earlier?
I don't know, look, no lasagna anywhere to be seen.
Wow.
Like you said, it wasn't made any easier by the fact that I had 4 people watching me.
Yeah.
I didn't need 4 people watching me, but I did. I had 4 people watching me.
Never have 4 blokes so eagerly watched someone eating lasagna than we did.
I know. I did wonder whether you were waiting for me to share it or how it was going, but no. You just wanted to see whether I was going to spill, didn't you?
Yeah, and you did. You passed the test. If it had been me, it would have been all over the place, guaranteed. But listen, it's lovely to be back with you. And yeah, as I said, Colour Me Happy, we're concentrating on illustrators. But you're up for any questions colouring related. If anyone's a bit stuck, you're happy to take those questions, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just getting all the pens ready. It's taking me some time to get through all my demos, but I think I'm just about there. So,
all right.
yes.
Well, we'll give you a couple more minutes. I'll say a few more hellos, and we'll start off, actually, with the starter kit that we've got for you. Marcella Jimenez joins us saying good morning, everyone. Hello, Marcella. Hi also to Marianne, Rosie and Edmonton. Phil Watson's joined us, and Michelle Knits for You says good afternoon. Yep, so what we've got on the show for you, a selection of different goodies. We've got a brilliant selection of illustrators, a 48-piece set if you want to go for that. However, if you're new to all of this and you maybe just want to dip your toe in the water when it comes to the illustrators, then this is the collection that you want to go for. We're going to pop into this bundle the sketching set of illustrators. So these are our beautiful premium quality artist alcohol markers. These have got the 2 nibs for you, so you've got that super fine, ultra fine nib one end, and then you've got that gorgeous Japanese brush nib the other. So it's going to allow you to create that beautiful finish. If you want to learn and practice that flicking technique, this is the collection to be going for. And as we've discussed, the quality on these illustrators is second to none. The fact that you've got this nib, which costs more than the ink and the barrel itself, just shows you how professional these pens are. The sketching collection brings you 12 different colours, as you're going to see here. If I flip this around, you've got all of these different colours. And you know, whereas with things like your tri-blends, you've got your light, your medium and your dark, here, as you can see, you've still got the ability to do your blending techniques, because we brought you your daffodil here. So that is your CT1, blend beautifully with the canary, which is your CT3. You've got your yellow-green, which is your LG2, will blend really nicely with your salad, which is LG4. And you can see right across this 2 different blends of your blue and your purple and your pink and your orange there. So I think this one, particularly for beginners, for a starter, is great, because you can get to grips with the whole kind of way of using your illustrators, but you've still got the blendability with these as well. So that's the first item to bring to you. And listen, if you're a platinum member, that's pretty much your value right there. All right, so everything else you're getting for free. You're going to get 16 sheets if you need a cardstock, and as we'll talk about, you know, we can come on to chat about all the different cardstock that you can be using your pens on as well. But when it comes to alcohol colouring, Nina is the way forward for you. We're going to give you 16 sheets of that to go alongside your pens. And then, as it's a starter kit, you've got the colouring implement, you've got the cardstock to pop it down on. We're going to give you some stamps as well, of course we are. We're going to give you one of those beautiful stamp sets from the Sheena's Mother Earth collection. So you're getting, again, that beautiful stamp here of this gorgeous lady, butterfly in her hair. You've got little corner stamps on there as well, that beautiful floral bouquet, and then a whole host of different sentiments in there too. We're also going to give you the kaleidoscope of butterflies, the beautiful butterflies. All of these, again, individual stamps. So you know what, you've got ultimate creativity and versatility with this stamp set. Lots of different designs, lots of different sizes of butterflies in there too. Plenty to be playing with. And then we're also going to give you one of the stamp sets from the Roaring Twenties collection, which I know lots of you love. That one is the Together Forever collection, where you've got that beautiful couple there, and then you've got a couple of little Art Deco kind of designs on there, and then the Together Forever sentiment that comes with it. So as I've said, it's light really. You're getting all of the stamps in that bundle and your Nina cardstock for free when you go for your sketching pack of illustrators. That is a brilliant, brilliant collection. However, if you do love the ideas of the illustrators, maybe you want to go for the 48-piece set, absolutely you can do that. Here's the deal, £52 or $88 for the full set of 48 pens. that we've got on the show for you today, and you will get the sketching available in that as well. So it's kind of like, I don't know, summing up where you are, how you want to go about this, but you get the sketching set in there, which is all the colours I showed you just a few moments ago. Then you've got your figure, so you've got lots of colours in there, which would be great for kind of portrait colouring, and once again, blends of colours that will work really, really nicely together too. Then you're going to be getting your landscape, fairly sort of self-explanatory here in the fact that you've got greens and blues and browns in there, great for creating those landscape effects. And again, loads of the blends of the different colours, which will work really, really nicely together. And then lastly is your seascape. So as you can imagine, sort of blues and greens and turquoises and browns to go in there as well. It is 48 double-ended or dual-ended pens, if you like, with that super ultra-fine nib and then that beautiful Japanese brush nib too. £52 or $88. Just bear in mind as well that you do have that code. So everything that you're seeing here on this show, like the illustrators, like that starter kit as well, you can definitely use the code on these at checkout. Type in Craftmas as your code and you will get in instance here if you're platinum an extra £5.20 or $8.80 off the price that you're seeing on screen there. Hi to Carleen Sanity who's joined us saying hi everyone. Now, this is one of the most showbiz things I think I've ever read. I'm watching from the Norwegian breakaway cruise ship. That sounds amazing. So you're cruising in Norway. I wanted to do a cruise in Norway, but I looked at the price and I just couldn't afford it.
No.
Nothing.
I wondered where that was going.
I try so hard. Just silence. Jamie, that was brilliant. It's not like I'm just telling these gags like randomly. A viewer has commented, lovely Carleen, and I've just chucked it in there, and you know, just come off the top of my head. Oh dear, there's no way you could come up with a gag like that. Right. Oh, thank you to Susie, who's, oh no, she's not laughing at me. She's putting the emoji which is doing that. Anyway, let's move on and get to doing some colouring, because that's what you're all here for. You're not here for the bad jokes. Right, illustrators, what are you going to be showing us straight off the bat, Corrine?
Now, we've got a stamping bag that's got, I think it's got a Mother Earth stamp in there. I'm sure it has. Yes, it has. It's got the Mother Earth stamp in there. But we've also got a collection of Sheena stamps on here from Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And that one also has her watercolour or aqua pens in as well. So it's up to you. This stamp that I'm going to be using, which is absolutely gorgeous, you can see it on here. It's, which one's it called? It's called Free Spirit. She's absolutely gorgeous. So you can either find it in the mystery bag or in the full Sheena Mother Earth collection.
Yes.
So I thought it would be nice to do it with that because it sort of crosses two sort of different ones. So yeah, we're going to be using my illustrators, and I've got them all set out, but I'm also going to use one of Sheena's aqua pens. So these aren't particularly, they're not new aqua colours, but they're a new configuration. There's no other pen called Proud Peacock which has evergreen peacock and red violet.
Yeah,
so this is where you comes a bit different. So because they're aqua pens, I thought we could make a lovely background with this. So I'm going to scribble down some of the evergreen, and I'm going to grab the water that I picked. There it is. Could not see that. Squidge that onto there.
Yeah.
So because they are aqua, so they just mix, you know, they blend beautifully. So if you want to just give it a little bit of a swoosh, get that water running through there, then you can. And what I'm also going to do is I've just wet my brush ever such a tiny bit, and I'm just going to go across, almost dry. I just want to just get it started, just so it means I can get that water to pick up a little bit better. There's hardly any water on there, and I can even just give it a block, but it's just to get it going. You can hardly feel that. But then I'm going to pick up some of the blue, really random.
Cool effect, that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely random. There's no, and every time you do this, you're going to get a different effect. Now, I'm going to go in with another colour. If I go straight in, I'm going to create mud. Yeah. I don't want to do that. The colours will mix, but they'll mix much better if at least one of them is dry. I don't have to get it bone dry. No. We're not talking, you know, dry to really, really dry, but we just need it a little bit dry. So let's just get that. And if you feel like it's taking ages, you can always blot a bit. The only thing is if you blot it, it goes a bit paler. But we can just for speed, just blot it a little bit. Well, chase that one off. I love the bits where it chases, where it moves.
Yeah.
You get a really cool effect. Come on. There we go.
There you go.
Like you say, I don't need it bone dry. But doesn't that look lovely? All the different shades and tones. So we're going to come in with the red violet, do exactly the same, lay a bit down, get our water.
This is sort of really fun crafting, isn't it? People who kind of worry about creating backgrounds and things like that. This is just, you know, there's no science behind this really, is there? It's just lay your ink down, wet it and splodge.
Yeah. But can you see I've created a different purple there? But if I hadn't have dried the blue, I would have just created a mess. You know, you need at least one of them to be dry. I personally find anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, just dry that off. Dry that off, and then we can use that. Now that can just be drying off nicely on its own. It really is fine. I've got another one. It's come out. The pink's come out a bit stronger, but whether that's because it's dried, I don't know.
Okay.
But you know, it's mixed. Look at that. The same pens, but look at how different they are.
Yeah.
I love the marbling effect of this, but it's up to you. You can do it however you want to do it. So let that dry. So we can put that to one side. Oh, and I also did an extra little strip because I needed that. You can do it all and then cut it off, or do it as an extra strip. So let's put those to one side for a minute because we don't need those for a little while.
Okay.
But I wanted to do them to make sure everything was dry. And I can put away my aqua pen. I'm going to put away my water. I've seen what happens when you leave your water when you don't need it. I don't think I'm going to need water again today, you see, because it's all going to be Illustrators, which are all alcohol pens. So I've got 2 of my stamps out of the collection. What I love with all of these ones from Sheena's Mother Earth, is you get the one. Then you get like an icon, and you can always see this icon stamp. Look, those same flowers and leaves are in her hair there. Yeah. So whatever the extra one is, it's almost like it's taken an element and made it into a full image.
Yes.
So all I'm going to do is Nina cardstock, really easy.
By the way, I know you just saw the rocker block there with Corrine. That is on the show if you want the rocker block set. Half price rocker blocks.
I will do some with rocker blocks as we go.
Got the best of both worlds here, haven't you? Rocker blocks and the stamping platform.
Right, I've cut that a bit shy, so I'm just going to pick that up. I'm going to put it on the diagonal. I'm going to cut it out. So, oh, what am I doing? I don't want it on that one. I want it on a larger piece. Where's my larger piece? No, let's find a larger piece of the Nina. Where is it?
I've got some over here I can give you.
Right. Got plenty?
Yeah.
Plenty. I need it on a larger because we're going to cut it out. There we go. There we go. Put it onto there. There we go. And there. And then we're going to pop her onto here. Put her in the middle because we're going to die cut around it with a shaped stamp. So we can put that. Now, as I've said, Illustrators are all full of alcohol ink. So we know we need an alcohol-proof ink pad. Yeah. If we came in, I'm just going back to basics, just in case anybody hasn't seen these.
That's good to see.
If you came in with your waterproof ink pad, then the colours would blend. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp this first. So this is a brand new one, so I might need to do a couple of stamps. Hopefully not, because they're good polymer stamps, so hopefully this first stamp will take it anyway. So that's looking really good, actually.
It's fairly self-explanatory with our ink pads, though, isn't it? Because you've got your alcohol pen on the front of your alcohol proof and your brush on your waterproof.
So if we just stamp that on there. Yeah. Look at that.
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Now, what I'm actually going to do, just to show everybody, is let's just cut this in half. I'm just going to show you. If we put this, oh, excuse the thumbprint, I've got ink on my thumb. Oh. If we put this on here and then I stamp it with the waterproof ink pad. Let's just stamp. Now, I love the waterproof ink pad because it comes out really, really dark. Can you see how lovely and dark that is? Yeah. Is it going to fit on there? Yes, I've put my paper in the right place. Put that on there. Let's just take that. I mean, it stamps beautifully. There's no problem with the stamping. I'm just going to write, I'll just write waterproof, just so that we don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not part of the demo. This is just me thinking as an aside. I want to show everybody.
And just recap as well for Mary and Rosie, the background that you made, that was done with aquas, but with the ones from the Sheena collection, wasn't
exactly,
it? Exactly, yeah.
yes. So if I was to get my alcohol pens, I've written down, I've coloured this with waterproof, and I come on here. Now, can you see, look at this yellow. It's going muddy, look. Can you see? I am going over it, but I don't know how much you can see. It's really going muddy just here.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not as crisp. It's smudged it ever so slightly. And that's because I've used a waterproof ink pad, because a waterproof ink pad is made up with alcohol inks.
Yeah.
So you know we get 2 alcohol inks, we blend them together and they blend nicely.
So that's what it's doing?
That's what it's doing.
Yeah.
It's trying to blend the black with the yellow. And it's not going to play nice. Let's make sure my pen's clean. Okay, so that's why you do it. And the great thing is with Spectrum Noir, it tells you, or the finesse, it tells you exactly, you don't have to think about it.
No.
It tells you exactly what you're doing. So this is, remember, this is the alcohol proof one now, because that was the waterproof one. So we've got the alcohol, I'm just putting the ink pad away because I know what I'm like.
Good to see that though. A great bad demo is what I was, do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you've got to do it
see wrong. It going wrong, yeah. Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, so I'm going to come in with a, and I've got my golden yellow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to, now the great thing is, can you see straight away, that yellow is staying much cleaner, isn't it? Mm. You see how much, I'm just trying to go around the leaves. Actually, if it goes over the leaves, it really won't hurt. So I'm just going to come down here and then I'm going to come up this way. And I'm actually not going to join it up. And you can see, for things like hair and fur, your illustrators, you can't beat them. No. Because the brush nib...
You can see how it's working now in that close-up shot.
So that was 2. I'm going to come in with number 3. And I'm going to not go quite as far. And we can see, and you can still see that very fine brush stroke.
Yeah.
You see it getting a little bit darker. And I'm leaving that there because that's going to give me the impression of the light hitting the curve. So we can come down here. And then I'm going to come in with number 4. And I'm just going to do more round on the top with this one. And again, just that flick, and then where, because she's got butterfly on her hair. I know a lot of people would be running out the room if
Michelle
they had
would be.
Yeah, if there was a butterfly on her hair like that, they would have left the room. But you see the gist of how we're just, and you can't see the one colour to the other. They are just blending in together. But can you see how beautiful her hair is like that? So I'm going to come in again with my gold yellow too. I need to do a little bit more just here. So I'm doing it in sections, so let's do this section here. And I'm going to come down here.
Is it important to do it in sections like that?
I think it's easier to concentrate and to think about where your light sources are and things like that. You know, I can think about, if I did it all at once, I'd end up, I'd lose my preserved highlight and things like that. So if you think about it, this bit of hair is coming out from under that bit, so it's going to be a bit darker. And this bit is going to be just there. And let's do a tiny bit of gold yellow 4. Just want to do a tiny bit just coming out of here. And again, just doing those tiny flicking motions. So I'm happy with that. I can probably get away with most of this. So I'm going to come down here, but I'm going to stop and leave a good inch or so. I'm going to come down, I'm going to blend over, but I'm going to leave a good little bit here. I'm not going to go too far down. Let's do that. There we go. And then we're going to come in with 3. Again. So I've not changed anything that I'm doing. I'm still doing the same sort of thing. So again, I've got the butterfly sitting on her hair. Yeah. So obviously this little bit, and can you, I don't know if you can see, just for a minute, that ink is wet. It's pooling, which is why I've got cardstock underneath. Yeah. Because that's going to catch any ink that comes through. I'm on my Nina card, which is the one for the alcohol proof. And pens, what was that, 3? Let's do a tiny bit of gold yellow 4. Just, adding in that depth. And it's not about being able to necessarily see every brush stroke. So now we're going to go a little bit more radical, and we're going to come in with our pinks, and she's going to look like she's had her hair. Oops, I went over a bit there.
Had her hair done.
There you go. Look at that. She's had these gorgeous pink highlights, but I'm going right up into the yellow there. Take it right up. Keep going over a little bit because I'm rushing. But let's just go.
Brilliant.
I have gone over a little. I'll just see if there's a blender, because I've actually there we go. I've got one here. Right, I've just gone over a little bit. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to. Has it got anything?
Oh, just over the edge. Yeah, hardly noticeable. But
I need to get another one of these. It's not that one's. I need to find another one. I'll find another one in a minute.
Okay.
See if I can find.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, just where I've gone over. But yeah, just go in with the pinks. And if necessary, I think I might just go in, just because of the size, with that slightly, with a bullet nib.
Oh, yeah.
Just adding that. So what I might do then, come back with the yellow and just transition it down. So I don't want to suddenly see pink. I want it to be yellow going into pink. I want
quite subtle,
that almost dip dyed. And again, these are no different to your tri-blends, your tri-blend brushes. The ink will change colour as it dries. So yeah, that's at the moment that's quite strong pink at the moment, but it will dry off and pale up. So there we go. So there's a hair. I mean, how easy was that? We've left the preserved highlight, we've gone a little bit darker, and we've got that reflection. So it's really, really easy. We've got fair skin, a couple of fair skin colours here. I've got my fair skin, that's a bit darker. Fair skin almost is the reverse, the paler colours. Oh, let's just go with this one first. Let's go fair skin down here. So again, I'm just going to go all over. I'm not going to go too close. I'm going to give her a little bit of a preserved highlight. So we can just come round here. And again, just doing that sort of flicky motion. I'm going to come in where that's going to be, where her hair, because her hair's going to give her a natural sort of shadow. And we maybe she's going to have a little bit, I don't want to give her a low cheek, just bring it in. You see, just bring in her cheeks.
Yeah.
A little bit. I can always go over it again and blend if I want to.
Great to see. This is a great angle to watch as well, by the way, Jamie. Fair play to the old camera skills today. Sort of seeing it like close up at the front, and then we've got the drop down on the top as well.
I'm actually just going to go in with my little bullet one there, and just going to take a little bit of the brown, but almost that you can't. Yeah, that really is almost that you can't see. Let's go with that one. Let's see if that one. There we go. Just take that. There we go. There we are. On there, and then we need some pink for her lips. Again, it's got to be with the tiniest brush. Match there. Oh, that was a bit. What have I got here? I've got pale pink. I'm going to actually even give her. No, I don't want to do that one. I want the tiny. I'm going to go a little bit with her eyeshadow. Nice pink eyeshadow. There we go.
Jamie just said it's like doing makeup.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. And that was how I would do her. So, oh, I need to tell you what I do need to do. I need to, again, I love the fact that I've got the little bullet, because I can just come in and just colour those leaves that are in her hair. There we go.
Beautiful.
Really lovely.
Yeah.
And then let's do the butterfly. So the butterfly is so easy. So what I'm going to take is, I've got pale pink 6. I'm going to go purple, and I'm going to go blue. I'm going to take those 3 colours, and then you just colour them however you want. So, I might go with a bit of a paler pink as well. Let's try it with 3 first. So let's come down here. I can always add more colour, but I can't take it away. And then let's just come over. Every time you do this, it's going to look different.
Yeah.
Pop that on there. Let's go in with a little bit of that one and the tiniest little bit. Oh, let's come down with the purple. And then what I think I might do is blend those two. Every time it's going to look slightly different, but they'll blend. And again, I've gone over it with a lighter colour, so it blends it out a little bit. Let's try. I've got all sorts of colours here. Let's come down on that one and on there. And then we can come in with our blue. Definitely think it pays to use the smaller nib. Just go down around there. We're going to do a bit more. Let's do a bit of blue up here.
Corrine, do you use the highlighter pen or only if you don't leave highlights, says Stephanie?
Say that again. Do I use the highlighter pen?
Yeah, like the white gel pen, or only if you like to kind of preserve the highlight, I think is the question.
If I can use the paper, and so I haven't put a white pen in there, then I think you get a better look.
Mm.
And a lot of times I will miss the preserved highlight. I'll start with a preserved highlight and then there's suddenly one stroke and it's gone.
Yeah.
So I then go back in and add it in. It all depends on how careful I am when I'm colouring. And that's just, you know, I don't want to be facetious, but that is often how it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll start off thinking, yeah, I'm going to have a preserved highlight.
Yeah.
And then I mess it up.
Good question though, Stephanie. Thank you. Firing any more, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, please do.
Jay Presley says, Ben and Corrine, love the sweaters. Yeah, we're all about the Christmas today. Jamie Ellis saying, Colour Me Happy is my favourite show ever.
Oh, that's good.
And Stephen says, hi everyone. Nice to relax and watch Crafters TV after a hard day doing everyone's shopping at Ocado. Just waiting for 2 parcels to arrive tonight. And Rhonda says, good afternoon everyone, lunching right now. Yeah, let us know what you're up to, wherever you are in the world. Feel free to say hello and yeah, fire those questions in as well, anything you want to ask whilst we're here live for the next hour and a half. We'll take all those questions. But this has been brilliant. I think sometimes it is quite nice, especially on Colour Me Happy, you sort of afforded the time to do a full colouring demo, and it's nice to kind of take it all in and watch.
There are the bits that I'm not going to do, but you know, it's nice to see some bits where I can just do it all, do you know what I mean, on this. I'm just going to blend that out, just blend those colours. And then we can come a paler colour here. Tried to make it fairly symmetrical. Don't think it's totally symmetrical, but it's fairly symmetrical. Let's go with, yeah, let's go with that one. Go up there with some colour as well. And there, let's go a little bit deeper. You can see how that just comes together. And then the flowers, really pretty. So what I thought I would do is I would come into the centre of the flowers with my burnt orange, and I'd come in, again, just use, can you see, just using that sort of dabbing motion. Then I'm going to go in with my pale pink 6, which is my strongest one that I picked out. And I'm going to bring that down. I'm just going to make them nearly matte, nearly touch, not quite. Go around that leaf, I don't want to get it on the leaf. Right, now I've got quite a strong transition between the 2 colours there. So I'm going to come in with my lighter colour because the lighter one is going to bleach out the stronger one. And I'm just going to blend them just there. And can you see straight away, just going round, all I'm doing is just touching where that colour is, and straight away it's shifting that colour. And yeah, you can see it's gone from orange to pink, but that transition is so much. Can you see? You can't actually see where it's gone from pink to orange. And then the only bit I need to do is I can do the leaves is light green, just like that. Oh, I've missed a flower. Light green just there. While that's nice and damp, I'm just going to come in with the other one. Just, right, it's going to be darkest just there. Let's come down the centre and down the centre just there. And then we need to do a little bit just in there. And I've missed a flower. There's a little bit of a flower just here. Put that one on.
That is brilliant.
A little bit of colour just there. And it hasn't really taken that long, has it? You know, and then again, just blending those colours, taking those colours up. And that is how I'd colour her.
Wow.
Isn't she lovely? Okay, right, what I've done is I've got another one here that I've cut out with my shaped edges. So just to soften that up, I'm going to bring in my ocean blue ink, put that on to the side, and then we can just, when we do colouring, we don't get through as many demos. You just, that's the thing about doing colouring demos, is they do take a little bit longer, but
that's what Colour Me Happy is all about.
So it's Colour Me Happy. I'd rather do fewer demos and show you a few techniques and get people asking questions.
And anything else you want to see, ask. Please ask the questions. Don't feel shy. Don't feel afraid to think, oh, it's a silly question. We welcome what you think might be a silly question. Because more often than not, they're not. Right,
so we're going to pop that onto there. But doesn't that look wow now? Really beautiful. I'm going to do it with this one. Put that onto there. I've just got a little bit more colouring of something else to do. So we can put that on here. Now the other bit I've done is I've started to colour in like this. I've got my finished one, rather than do lots. Just to remind you, I've done exactly the same. I've just come in with my orange first. No sort of set amount, just do that, and then we're just going to come in, drag that down, just down there. Oh, I think that one's from that flower, isn't it? That goes from that one, because that's that petal. Come down here, bring that round there, and again, not worried, you know, at that point you go, ooh, and then you bring in the colour, and you just blend them together, go over those edges, so that you sort of dull it down, but also so that you bleach it out that little bit, take it round to those colours, and then all of a sudden, you've got no transition between the two colours.
Are these illustrators your favourite to be working with?
It depends what you're doing. It really does depend what you're doing, because there are certain ones, you know, you use different techniques. Now, these don't have a die, so all I would do would be, I know some people enjoy fussy cutting, some people don't as much, but you know, just take your time. Just take your time. There's no rush. Very often I use a lot larger scissor, but this one's got quite a lot of in and out bits, so I just needed to come in with my smaller scissors to do this. And I love how this flower is there, look. And it just brings it all together, doesn't it? I just need to turn that over a minute and give that a little bit of a press.
Sarah Brown says, Corrine, I love the colours, especially the pink for the hair. Very unusual. Thank you for sharing this. And Carol Byrne says, so happy that my Spectrum Noir Pro sketch pack arrived today.
Oh,
we'll be talking about that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And I wish I was done with Christmas cards, says Stephanie, so I could sit around, relax and colour. I love it. Corrine, don't forget, you know, this show is going to be there. It's always there for you now on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch this at a time to suit maybe post-Christmas, and of course you will be able to see it again on our CTV 24/7. So we're always here, even when we're not here.
Saying about Christmas cards, I haven't written a card yet.
Nope.
I've got a big pile, and I've actually had some. I've been making some Christmas cards with our watercolor, the shimmer watercolor pads.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Oh, I've had such good fun with those. I did some Christmas trees. I did some baubles. I've really enjoyed doing that. Really different to what I would normally do. So those ones might be going to ones where I've got to post them a long way because they're nice and flat. So there we go. Right, so that's what I've done on there.
Beautiful. Now I was going to craft with. I've got the Make Your Christmas craft kit from last year's theatre tour, which I keep getting out and bringing downstairs to make my cards with, and then something always happens and it goes back up again. The last 2 weekends I've done that, so maybe this weekend make a few cards, I think.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's just finding the time though, isn't it, amongst everything else?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I made my wedding anniversary card finished it off yesterday because it's my wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Oh,
so I know
yes.
I've done that. I know I've got that one sorted, but only just by the skin of my teeth. I'm using this one that I've done before. I like the one that I've just done, but this one matches the little strip. I think if I didn't use this one, this little strip would look wrong. So we can put that on there. The coral card looks beautiful with this. Again, you know, bringing out those gorgeous colours. Popping that onto there.
Stephanie saved the show, which is good news. And Shaddai says, sorry, late, removing knickknacks from the fridge and range in preparations for the new ones coming. Knickknacks, I mean, no, not the crisps. Shaddai means like bits and pieces. I think that's what she means by knickknacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, not crisps, the knickknack crisps.
So what she's meaning is she's got rid of all the old bits of things that were either out of date or not going to get used.
That's it, and getting ready for the Christmas bits and pieces.
Yep.
We've got a second old fridge in our garage, which always comes into effect this time of the year.
Oh, our second fridge is called a bucket of water in the garden.
A bucket of water in the garden. That is brilliant.
We've had a bucket of water in the garden
Yeah.
for about the past 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that what you do, seriously?
Seriously.
What goes in there?
Drink and things like
Oh,
that.
I was going to say, yeah, you don't put like your turkey or your sausage rolls in there.
I've lost my pokey tool. There you go. If anyone can see it, shout up. Yeah, no, all the drink and maybe even the milk. If it's really cold, the milk will go out there and things like that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Jamie left his beer in the snow the other day.
Ooh.
Must be a gag there, but it's not coming to me.
Right, I've only done one of these, but I'll show you the one that I finished with a couple on there. But look at that, just bringing everything together. Now I'm going to bring in the one that I finished, but can you see how gorgeous is that? So it's going to make a lovely stepper card. I brought this one in, so you can see I've done lots of different steps to it. A second one of the images. Look at these from the Mermaid Dreams, just a few little pearls. The sentiment, you were always going to get sentiments with all of these stamps, but how about that? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Looks really lovely, but again, just keeping that preserved highlight really a bit different with the pink on the base. Great
to spend that time doing the colouring as far as I'm concerned, and that's why I think so many of you love the Colour Me Happy shows, because you know we have that sort of extended time to spend time to colour in full projects, and that is worthwhile. Get saving that in your playlist on YouTube, because no doubt you'll come back and watch that time and time and time again. If you want to kind of get started with the Illustrators, that stamp is included in the starter kit. If I show you the sketching pack that you're going to get as well, so these are the colours of the pens that you're going to get within that set. As I said, it's quite nice because across the 12 pens, you've got your 2 shades of yellow, 2 shades of green, and your blues and purples and pinks, and your sort of tan colours in there too. So you've got lots of blendability. You've got your 12 pens, super fine nib, that beautiful Japanese brush nib as well. This is a really great way to dip your toe in the water when it comes to the Illustrators. £24 or $32. That's your value right there. That is your value. And then we chuck in for free 16 sheets of your Nina cardstock, which again is the cardstock that you're going to be using to get the very best out of your Illustrators. And this is the stamp set that Corrine was using just then on that last demo with that beautiful lady stamp there. So again, you can recreate, get this collection, sit back, re-watch the show and colour along with Corrine with that set that you're going to get in the bundle. But that's not all you're getting, because of course you're going to get your beautiful butterflies as well. All of these stamps included individual stamps, different shapes, different sizes, different designs of butterfly. And once again, you think about all the colours that you've got in your Illustrator pack as well. Then those are going to be coloured beautifully, and we're also going to give you your Together Forever set, which is from the Roaring Twenties collection. So in essence, all of the stamps you're getting for free, the Nina cardstock you're getting for free in your starter kit when you go for the sketching pack of 12 Illustrators. That's an amazing deal. £24 or $32. Stunning, Corrine, says Stephanie. Beautiful card, Corrine, says Linda Armstead. And Shaddai says, that's right, my Lord Ben, and hubby has been warned about his blinking leftovers. There's never any leftovers in our household. I tell you what, you never have to clear the old fridge out when this one's about. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we are going to have a look at that stamping mystery bag, because I know a lot of you want to have a little bit of a sneaky peek in there. Plus, we'll be talking pro sketch packs. We've got more deals for you as far as the illustrators are concerned. There's tons more to bring to you. Get to the checkouts. Use that code CRAFTMAS. Don't forget, you can use that one once, get 10% off your order. And more important than that, get your questions in as well. Anything you want to know, fire them our way. We'll see you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out your baskets. Busy old Colour Me Happy show. Lovely card to Sue Benson. Sue also saying we have storage room in the garage. If it's cold enough, it's the Econo fridge. I like that idea. I like that. The Econo fridge.
Excellent.
And I know there's a bit of chat going on currently about Christmas cards. Yeah, let us know in the comments, like, have you started your Christmas cards yet? If you have, how many have you made? How many are you planning to make? Who's made the most Christmas cards to this point? I know Cheryl says, Ben, I'm making 35 Christmas cards to give to my friends as their gifts. That's a lot. Is anyone making more than 35? Shadiah says, I've started, all the New Yorkers got theirs, the Canadians not yet started. I suppose, yeah, if you're going to be like, you know, posting to different countries, then you need to kind of plan, don't you? Like where you're going to start and who's going to get theirs first. I don't even know, like nowadays, I don't even know. When's the last post here in the UK? Not a clue. No. Couldn't tell you. Like, do you know what, first class post here in the UK, I remember you could send a letter first class and it would arrive the next day. Never those good old days. Now, yeah, how much were they? Back in my day, first class stamp, 17p. 17p, and how much is it now?
It's over £1.
What?
It's over £1.
I know it got up to about 90 pence. And
It's gone over £1 now.
Takes about 2 or 3 days, doesn't it? Even first class. Second class, you're lucky if it even gets there. But you know, let us know where are you in your Christmas card making? How many have you made? How many are you planning to make? 35 Cheryl's doing. Can anyone beat that? Not that it's a competition. Right, stamping mystery bag. Let's have a look in this bad boy. We did sneakily peekily show it during the masterclass a little bit earlier on because a few of you were going, "Oi, Moseby, what's in the mystery bag?" So we thought, you know, we better show you. I tell you what, value for money wise, this is amazing. I would almost say that this, not on a Colour Me Happy show, should be a cartload mystery bag because the value that you've got within it. And what I would say to you is, as we go through this and look at this, if you're thinking, "Oh, I've got that one, got that," I would look at this as a great opportunity to potentially keep the stamps for yourself that you don't have, and then have the other ones as maybe Christmas gifts. Love the idea of, you know, Sarah sort of saying, making up your own little crafty Christmas stockings as well, with loads of little bits and pieces in. And you can certainly do that with some of the deals that we've had here on Crafters TV over the course of the last week. And this again is another case in point. Just before I show you, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 different stamping products in here. So you can see the value already. £20 or $28. Use your code. It's a discount today. So you get an extra 10% off. So that's an extra £2 or an extra $2.80 coming off the price tag, whether you're platinum or whether you're paying the full price. And I can tell you, because I did the maths on this earlier on, this first die is your terrarium. This was one of those beautiful aperture stamps that we did just a little while back. I think this was my favourite of the lot, actually. Nice big size stamps in here. The largest is what? It's 6x6. The sheet size is 6x6, but it's a big size stamp, and then you've got all of these little added elements, like the little flowers, the little bits of foliage in there that you can either pop in the actual terrarium itself, or quite nicely, as you see on the front there, you can pop in your own sentiment, which I think is a really cool idea. So you're paying for that. Also, you're paying for this one here. This is the Make-A-Wish. So again, this is little toadstools, foliage, couple of sentiments that you're going to get in there too, actually. You've got Make-A-Wish. You have got, I'll turn this over. Oh dear. A little magic can take you a long way, and a dream is a wish your heart makes. And then you've got this set of beautiful Christmas stamps. It's called your Candlelight Christmas. So you've got that beautiful candle there with all of the Christmas foliage. And then you've got like the ribbons and the bows there that you can sort of stamp around that, build that element up, and then pop in a little sentiment. You've got 'Tis the Season, Noel, you've got Glad Tidings, Joy to the World, and Season's Greetings. And then that's basically where you stop paying. Particularly if you've used that code as well, that's much more than the value of all of the goodies right there. So those 3 you're paying for, all the rest of these you get for free. So you're going to get your magnificent butterflies. And what you get in here again are actually 5 stamps. So you've got your main sort of big size stamp. Your biggest size stamp in here is 4.5 by 6, which is that background. If I turn it around, you see a little better. Is that background stamp there with all those beautiful butterflies on. Then you're going to get a little texture stamp and some sentiments to go with it as well. So you've got you always, with, and love. So you can make up your own little sentiments with that too. So that's 5 stamps in total that you're getting there for free. Then also for free from the same collection, this is your Majestic Mandalas, and once again you've got your largest stamp, which is 4.5 by 6, which is all of those beautiful mandalas. You then get another little texture stamp to go with that, and then 3 more words for you to be able to build up your own sentiment with. So best, birthday and wishes. Those 2 are free. Then you're going to get the Tumbling Waves and Florals. This is one of the stamps from the Natural Beauty collection, actually. We're going to come on to that as a separate collection in just a few moments' time. But, you know, I would say to you again, jump in and grab this whilst we've got this on this deal, because, you know, even if you're doubling up on some of the stamps, it's a great opportunity to pick out the ones that you've already got and give them away as gifts. Then you're also going to get a stamp from one of my favourite collections that we did. I want to say this was this year, but it was probably last year. The punny stamps that we did. I think it was last Christmas, actually, wasn't it? Hence why he's dressed up with a scarf. That one is the alpaca scarf. So you get the alpaca with his scarf and his coat on, and the sentiment is, baby, it's cold outside, in brackets, alpaca scarf. Then You've got You Brighten My Day. This is quite nice. I feel like I've not seen this stamp set before. It's a little window box. You see that? Nice size on that one as well. So you've got the brickwork, that beautiful floral array that you've got in your little window box. And then you've also got 2 sentiments to go with that as well, which is You Brighten My Day and You're Bloomin' Lovely. I thought we said You're Bloomin' Lazy. You're bloomin' lazy, you are. It's You're Bloomin' Lovely, not lazy. We wouldn't do a stamp like that, would we? Of course we wouldn't. Then, from Twas the Night Before Christmas, you've got this beautiful set. This is just simply called Old St. Nick, or St. Nick. You've got 5 stamps in there. If I flip that around, you can see that you've got the traditional Father Christmas with his bulging sack of toys. You've got your present, you've got your little holly leaf, and then you've got that beautiful stamp of the town, and then the sort of image of Father Christmas and his reindeer flying over the town there as well. That's all free. And last but by no means least, in the mystery bag which is ever giving, you have got this one, which is your idyllic meadow, which includes the falling house. Obviously, you're not going to use it at that angle, but there it is, look. Falling down the hill. But it's a very clever stamp set, this. There's 18 individual stamps, so you can build up your own scenes. So you've got like the countryside gate there, and then you've got like the tree, you've got little elements to build that scene up with, but then all of the different animals in different sizes. So whether you want the animal foreground, midground or background, you've got all of those individual stamps to go with it. Those are all of your freebies that you're getting. It is, in fact, £50 or $60 worth of free stuff when you get the mystery bag. As I've said, a great way to treat yourself, treat some friends and family, loads of great little stocking stuffers in there. Grab it whilst you can. I know it's been very, very busy today. £20 or $28 if you want to pick that up. Let me know if you have already. A few comments coming through. Thank you to Pat, who said, I've started Christmas cards. I've made about 18, but I've wrote out 22 box store cards. Okay, so you made 8. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's decent. Marianne Rosie says, my sister in Washington sends me a card or a note each year, but I don't think I have ever received it before Christmas. Ooh. It was like the old thing, like when you used to go on holiday and send postcards, and
it'd
be a race back before you'd have to send it on like your second day, wouldn't you, for it to get there. Sue Benson says, I have 6 birthdays between friends and family, a bunch on December the 19th. So you mean you've got the added kind of, well, not headache, but the added extras of doing Christmas cards and birthday cards. And Gina Henshaw says, hi, Ben and Corrine. I have made 70 Christmas cards up to now.
Wow.
70. I've wrote most of them out in envelopes with addresses on and ready to post tomorrow. I have never been so organised, says Gina Henshaw. Lol. How much is the postage going to cost?
Yes, I was about to say the postage is going to be even second class. That's not cheap.
No. And if you're going to have to post them like internationally as well. I posted something to the States recently, and I nearly cried when they told me how much it was going to cost me. But listen, keep the comments coming in. Yeah, let us know. I was interested in this. Who started on their Christmas cards? Who hasn't started? And if you have started, how many are you going to be making? How many have you made already? Keep the comments coming through. And like we said, keeping it nice and interactive as far as Colour Me Happy is concerned. Any questions that you want to ask. I know we're focusing on the illustrators, but if you're having trouble with your tri-blends, if you're getting stuck with your aqua blends, if you've got our colour blends, whatever it might be, ask those questions because we are here to help you out over the course of the next hour or so. And don't forget, if you are shopping with us as well, to use that discount code, must end midnight tonight wherever you are. That code is Craftmas. You're popping it in at checkout. Standard T's and C's apply, but use it 1 per customer, get you 10% off, and there'll be a brand new deal tomorrow when we spin the wheel. If you just joined us, welcome to Friday evening. It's just gone 7 o'clock here in the UK, and you're watching Colour Me Happy on Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. I am delighted to say that the lovely Corrine is with me. What a great first hour. We didn't do much in the way of sort of, loads and loads of demos, but what a lovely opportunity it was for you to kind of sit back, relax, and take everybody through all of the sort of techniques when it comes to using the illustrators, right?
I know. I think it was important as well to show that bit bit where it failed.
Yeah.
You know, by using the waterproof, just to show people why we do, because obviously like your alcohol-proof ink is a water-based ink so that it doesn't react with your alcohol pens, and when you're doing using a waterproof ink, it's alcohol-based, so it doesn't react with your waterproof pens. And, you know, just to show how it goes when you do mix them around, I've got it here, so you can just see. I mean, the more I look at it now, the more I can see.
Oh,
It's I don't know if you can see, but it's definitely got that sludgy look up at the top. And that's because I use my waterproof ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When crafting goes wrong.
Exactly. It's important to show these things, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I think that's almost as important as doing it right. Because every now and again, because you'll be saying, well, why do I have to do that? And that is why.
Anything else you want to see go wrong, just ask us.
We're good at that.
Yeah, especially over this side. The Natural Beauty stamps, so we're going to have a quick look at these with Corrine. You saw one of them in that mystery bag that I showed you a few moments ago. So the one which is in the mystery bag is this one, the Tumbling Waves and
Isn't that
Florals.
beautiful?
Yeah, absolutely stunning. So that one is in the bag, but actually, again, do you know what? Well, the bag's what, £20 if you platinum, less your discount, so that's £18 today for that plus 9 other stamp sets. This full bundle of the Natural Beauty, well, it's the Natural Beauty stamp selection, let's get that right. But again, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamps in here for £15.20 or £19.20, less your 10%. That's another £1.52, £1.92 coming off that. Great opportunity to grab more of these. So you've got that Tumbling Waves and Florals. Beautiful is this as well, the Little Darling, that one's called. And again, isn't it nice that we've got this on a show, because you're going to be doing the skin tones, you're going to be doing all of these kind of like beautiful hairdos as well. You've got the right pens in the Illustrators to be able to get the very, very best out of these stamps. This one's that Ethereal Beauty. And then you're also going to receive, wow, how stunning is that? The Luscious Locks. I mean, beautifully, beautifully coloured. But that's what you can achieve with the stamps in combination with, Corrine, the Illustrators, right?
Exactly. You know, the Illustrators are going to let you really do that colouring. So I've got a couple here. You know, I love how you can get stamps and you can make it so personal. You can make it relevant to the person. Isn't that... Is that the Masquerade Ball paper?
It is.
Absolutely beautiful. You think to yourself at first, wow, they're really strong colours, but then when you put it with your image, it works really well. You can adjust your hair colour. Now, that's... No, it's not the... Yes,
yeah,
it is. It is. For a minute, I was doubting myself. Same stamp, completely different, changing the hair colour. Because on this one, we've made that a ribbon, whereas on this one, we've made it part of the hair.
Yeah.
That's what threw me for a minute. I was like, well, that one's got a ribbon in and that one hasn't, but then you just mixed and matched it around. This is that Tumbling waves that you saw. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, so you've got your darker and more of your sort of auburny colours. Now, I love this one. So this one has been done with, it's been done with Classiques and Illustrators, but it's been done on our brown card paper, our sort of, that's our luxury card for colouring. But doesn't that look absolutely... You can see almost the comb marks in her hair, can't you?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Absolutely. And again, how different does it look? It looks like she's been underlit. It's absolutely beautiful. We've then got... I need 2 hands for this. This one here, which is our little girl. I've forgotten what that was called.
That's the Little Darling.
Little darling. Isn't she? She is a little darling, isn't she? And then finally, we've got... the one with all the lovely hair.
Incredible.
Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you want those, they're going to come out at £13.68 if you're platinum, £17.28 if in dollars. So absolutely brilliant. Oh, I've lost my box, it's there. So yeah, really beautiful stamps. Gorgeous.
Yeah, 15, 20, 19, 20. Use that code, though. That code, again, don't forget, Craftmas across the website, not just on these shows. So feel free to use it. Do it today, though, because it will not be applicable tomorrow. Unless, of course, who's in tomorrow, do you say? Debbie and... Oh, Debbie and Becky. Who's which side? So Becky's
Debbie?
that side. Debbie Fisher, this side. So Debbie will be spinning tomorrow. So she might land it on discount again. You never know. But all I can say for sure is that you can use that code up until midnight tonight. We're going to have a quick look at these stamps with you, Corrine, aren't we?
We're going back to the mystery bag. Yes.
Oh, the one for the mystery bag.
Mystery bag,
Yes.
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 So I have got the gorgeous candlelit. I thought I would do that one,
yeah.
which is absolutely beautiful. So I've got my alcohol-proof ink pad. So I thought we'd have a go with the rock block because
half price on the show.
Half price on the show. Now this is quite a large stamp. Always go onto your pad, your stamping mat, because you're going to get the best result. And then you just literally, so you've, rock block, anyway, can you see it bevels slightly?
Yeah.
So this bit here is flat, so where, you know, underneath, but this bit here has a curve. So all I do is I take that to my cardstock and then I just press down. And as I press down, I can just see it squish. I always come back. Oh, that's stuck nicely. And look at that. That's
Perfect.
a brand new stamp, never been primed, and away it went. Isn't that a perfect stamped image? And then I've got one here that I've stamped some other bits so you can see. I've stamped the 2 bow elements from this collection as well. So you've got all of these. Now there aren't any dies to cut them out, so we're going to cut them out when we've finished. But let's do this one. Let's take that out of the way. Bring back the card. Now, just in case anybody missed why, when we cut blend with our any of our alcohol pens, we saturate the card, and that's how we blend. So when you saturate the card, it goes through. And if I just show you something on the back, this is one that I've actually coloured. Can you see it's come through?
Yeah.
Now, if we colour straight onto a glass mat, what will happen is that colour will go through, it'll just sort of smooch about, a bit like when we were doing that pick-up with the colour.
Oh, yeah.
It's that very, very similar effect. So, you know, when we were picking up the colour, it's just going to smooch and come back through the cardstock. If we put a piece of card underneath, especially a porous one, like the craft card or your normal card, or I keep old, you know, notes that I've had from the shows and things like that, anything that's going to soak it up, then you know it's going to come back up through there. Now I'm going to come in with some of my yellow colours here. I've got 3 here. I've got light yellow 1, gold yellow 2 and burnt orange 1. So let's go on these. And I'm going to use my main brush at the moment, not the fine nib. So we're just going to come across here and I'm going to preserve myself a highlight down the middle because we want this candle to look domed, you know, circular.
Yeah.
So again, these brushes, look at how beautifully they lay down that colour. And again, it looks darker at the edges and it's coming in lighter. Already, I'm sure if you look at that from the top, it already looks curved, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love how, when you do the brush, you know, sometimes when I do a preserved highlight, I can get, it looks a bit rigid.
Yeah.
But when you do it with the brush, like this, it comes in, it's so natural. Let's go in with the gold yellow. So these aren't from the same colour collection, but that doesn't matter. We're just doing the same again, just flicking that down. So it's almost a different way to hold and use your pen.
Yeah.
But that's absolutely fine. You all find the way that works.
Good to know again that you don't always have to rely on the same, like you said, the same colour.
No.
Family almost.
So let's just come in. Oops. Come in with the tiniest bit here. Just on there. I'm just going to come around because I do find it easier to flick across to the right.
Beautiful.
At the minute, that's not very well blended, so I'm going to go back in with my second colour. And I'm just going to flick back into it rather than away from it.
Hi, Hannah Law's just joined us. She says, after mailing Christmas packages to Germany from the US, it makes me appreciate the shipping and handling that Crafters does to us here in the US. A huge thank you, CC. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I was down at Hobbymaker the other day and we were talking about things like that. And, you know, when you see what you pay for your shipping and handling you get a die cutting machine sent out and things like that. And you just realise how good some of these deals are. Just blending over the top. Can you see? So that's blended, absolutely gorgeous. If I feel like that highlight's a little bit too big, too wide, I can just go in with a little bit more. Let's just do a little bit on the flame.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of reds. Where am I? Let's go with the 3. I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit and come in at the bottom. Let's go with the next one and just come in there, and then the next one, and just blend them all in together so you can't see where one colour changes and the next one comes from. And then straight away we've got that lovely flame on there. So then let's have a look at some of the foliage. So I've got a couple of different greens. Again, lots of different ones. Now I have got DG2, 3 and 4, so you know they're going to go well, but also light green one. It's going to work really, really well. So again, I'm going to come in for this. I am going to come in with my little pointy piece, and I'm just going to go in and just colour in, just go over the shape of those. So I don't need to do any blending just there. And the way this is going to work is we're going to do different colours on different sort of fronds.
Yeah.
Let's just go in there. Let's just pick up another one. There's no right, wrong. Just randomly pick it up. And I'm just following the sort of the draw lines. So the lines on there are already there, and they're really going to help you. So let's pick up another green. And then we could come in with a lighter one just down there. I mean, it's so easy to do this. You're just literally following the lines.
I'm going to say hi to Lynn, who's joined us. Good evening,
Lynn.
Corrine, Ben, team, and all you lovely crafters from a chilly Newcastle. I'm up your way tomorrow, Lynn.
Is that for your run?
We're going to do the park run tomorrow at Lees's park run. It's near the stadium, isn't it? St James's Park.
Oh, is it?
So that'll be me in the morning. Hopefully it's not raining too much. Crafty Stacey Lou says, my first year making cards for the neighbours, and I'm having a nightmare stamping the sentiment, ha ha. Anything we can help with? Let us know. Fire the questions in.
Why is she having
I don't know.
trouble stamping it?
She doesn't say.
If she can tell us what it is that's causing her the problems, we might be able to help.
And then whilst you're colouring, I know we're colouring, Barbara R's got a glue question.
It's got a glue question?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, oh yes, please. I've been using the white tacky glue to glue strips of cardboard. Now I'm out of the tacky. Can the clear glue work? So the
Absolutely, so long as the card that you're gluing to isn't a coated cardstock.
Yeah.
So the glue that you're putting onto the back. So if I was gluing this onto there, I could use my all-purpose.
Yeah.
If this top one was glitter card, mirror card, I could still use all-purpose because it'd be on the back. But if this one was a coated cardstock, and so I was gluing onto it, then I couldn't.
Right.
Or I shouldn't, unless you're really, really careful. Because if you're gluing onto a coated cardstock with all-purpose and any of it seeps out of the edges at all, it'll take the finish off.
Finish off, yeah.
So it's just about what you're using.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, yes, you can. But just have a look at what you're colouring, what you're gluing onto.
Yeah. Keep
So
the questions coming.
Yeah. I hope that made sense. It seemed to, yeah. Let's just sort of colour in these baubles a little bit. And then just keep, you've got lots of little ones here we can just pop in. It's just all about having fun and enjoying it. So let's come in with, and I love how you've got the different, the different nibs. I wouldn't be able to do something like this with that brush nib.
No.
But that's why you've got your bullet nib. So, you can. I can still come in and colour these in. Got to do some nice red ones. And then you see like this candy cane would be really, really hard to do with that brush because it's so fine. Let's go alternate strips.
I didn't even notice that candy cane actually.
I think that's a sign of a good image, is that you don't always see everything straight away. Things sort of start to appear. Look, and there's another one here.
Have you got your Christmas decorations up, by the way?
They're going up, well, I was going to do it tomorrow. We're going out tomorrow night with it being our anniversary.
For the anniversary.
So I was going to do it tomorrow,
Yeah.
but my daughter wants to pop to town. So what I might do is, we've got a new artificial tree. We haven't had an artificial tree for years.
Oh.
And I do love a real tree, but Ben, they're getting so expensive.
Well, I only got a real tree this year because I got a freebie.
Oh, did you?
Well, my tree last year was terrible, so I complained to the place I got it from, and they gave me a voucher for a free tree this year.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, so that's
But
why.
you can easily do 60, 70 pounds.
Oh, yeah. This was...
which is
yeah, 50 odd quid this one was, 53
it's a
quid.
lot of money, and that is a lot of money to have to do. And I just said, and we had a look, and we found a really nice one that's going to fit really, really well in the space.
Is it like a whole tree, or do you like put it together? Do you like slot it together?
Yeah, slot it together. The box isn't. It's a 7.5 foot tree, and the box isn't 7.5 foot. No. So yeah, I must have to slot it together. But you know, we used to, when I wasn't working, when I had the children and I didn't work, we had an artificial one because I didn't have a car. So you need it. It was nigh on impossible to have a real tree because I couldn't collect it. So because we didn't have a car, we had an artificial one, and it lived in the loft, so it was easy.
Does hubby help with the decorating of the tree?
Sometimes.
That was a long pause.
When they were little, the children didn't help me with the tree.
No, they didn't?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because it was really nice to give them that visual effect of coming down in the morning and seeing the tree all done. They went to bed with the boring living room and they came down to my pristine tree.
But what we used to do, we used to decorate the tree with the kids, let them decorate it, and then that night, the Christmas tree fairy would come along and redecorate it. Yeah, so that was how we did it in our household. You're not sold on that, obviously.
No.
Is that the same reason why hubby doesn't help you then? You don't trust him to put the baubles in the right place?
He used to just say, "Oh, I'll leave you to it." But then the other year he said, "Could he help?" And he did, and we did well. But often I'll have him outside doing the outside bits and pieces.
Yeah. See, that's me as well. I do all of that. Outside.
I only have sort of icicles outside, so one lot, but it takes a while. Last year I bought some really nice lanterns and filled them with baubles and... Oh, that's the other one I send him. I send him off scavenging while I'm doing the decorations.
For that to make your wreath?
Yeah, but not from a wreath, because my wreath's done. But for things like the... It's not swag, it's like a
table decoration, you mean?
We've got a piano in the living room,
okay.
so it goes across, because we haven't got a fireplace, so it goes across the top of the piano.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've got an artificial one, but it looks nicer if we put real bits in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you can see all I'm doing is just colouring up all of those little bits. I want to just give that, I'm just going to just go. But again, leaving those preserved highlights, and I'm just going to come in, can you see exactly what we've done there? And again, with that one, and just takes a few minutes to cut them out, but you know, you can cut those out, and that one there. I love this with the star. You see, I didn't even really, till you start colouring it, you don't spot the star anise or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, I've got a really, relatively simple card to put together. So first of all, I've got a piece of card stock. So this is from your season's greetings.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas cheer. So, because it's just regular card stock, you know, it's that paper pads, which are a little lighter, I'm actually going to stick it. This is actually a piece of Nina, but it was just a piece of scrap card. I'm just going to double it up, just to make it a little bit more robust.
Nice.
Okay. So then I have got a dome front, and again we've done the side. Oh, I need some red liner on that. Just like we did before with the dome card. Isn't it funny how some days you do one sort of style seems to appear a lot more?
Yeah, it's funny.
I haven't done an easel card today, but it's just, I don't know, sometimes...
However the mood takes you.
Well, it's not just how the mood, but some things seem
lend themselves to it a bit more.
Lend themselves, to a certain style, don't they?
Marion Rosie just said, decorating our tree was a family affair when I was a child. Yeah, it was always... Yeah, a bit of a family affair. The thing I used to hate as a kid with ours is that we always had to wait until the 18th of December to put our tree up.
Oh, ours was a Christmas Eve. My mum wouldn't let us put it up till Christmas Eve.
Well, ours was always the 18th because my sister's birthday's on the 18th, so it was like it was her extra little special thing because she has to wait all year for her birthday. But I just wanted to get the tree up a lot earlier, you see.
I'm trying to think how old I was the year I had Christmas with my mum, not my dad. And my stepdad was working because he worked at the power station. And he was on days and he didn't even finish till 4 o'clock. And we weren't allowed to touch a single Christmas present till he got home.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that is
It was
torture.
And in the end, I walked down to my friend's house to see my friend.
Yeah.
And they were going, look at all these presents, look at all these presents, what have you had? And I was like, don't know. They're all under the tree. We weren't allowed to open them. So, I mean, it was like nearly 5 o'clock when he got home.
That's,
That was hard.
That is hard for kids. Gina says, we used to have 2 trees, one that I would decorate and one the children would decorate. Nice, I like that.
All the children had a little tree in their own in their room. I always made sure the children had a tree in their own room.
And Kate in California says, I remember as a student living in Vienna, my flatmates and I transported a tree on the underground system to get the live one from the tree lot to our apartment halfway across the city. Transporting a tree on the underground. I bet you took the branch line.
Oh, thank you for feeding him that line.
I didn't. That's
He
a message
did,
from
didn't he,
Kate
Jamie?
in
You've sussed
California.
it. Jamie sussed it. Jamie says he sent that message in himself. Just holding that there.
Oh, dear.
Then I'm going to get this one, and I'm just... Can you see, before I stick them down, I'm shaping them. What were you studying in Vienna? I'd love to know.
No idea. What an amazing place to be. You can imagine how beautiful Vienna is at any time of the year, but at this time of the year. Absolutely. Yeah. Midge, you're a big fan.
Very good.
And Lynn Morton says, Ben, Lynn, yes, in Newcastle, I'm closer to Kingston Park if you're popping in with my Christmas prezi. I was at Kingston Park 2 weekends ago, Lynn. Should have said. I popped in. A cuppa.
Where's made the bow gone? I'm just popping these on, but don't they look lovely? As soon as I saw this, I decided, even as soon as I saw it written down on the list of products that we've got for the show, I was like, yep, that is going to be over an aperture. It had to go, for me, it just had to go over an aperture. I knew it was going to work and it was going to look lovely. So you've got your stamp, 'tis the season in there. And the last little bit I wanted to do was I've just got some random little gems.
Anne's just saying as well, similar to your story, she said, we had to wait for my grandmother to come from Long Island before we could open our presents. That is a lesson in patience for you. Lesson in patience. And Carolyn says, we used to put up our tree the day after Thanksgiving and take it down the weekend of my dad's birthday, January the 13th. Christmas was his favourite holiday. I was still working on getting the tree up. Thanksgiving was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you guys have had it busy in the US, to be fair.
That's a long time to have your tree up, because, I mean, in the UK, we just do it, you're supposed to do it for 12 days, aren't you?
Yeah, Christmas Day until the 6th, isn't it?
Yeah.
12 days of Christmas.
But no, it was always Christmas Eve. My mum used to say it was keep us busy on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, when we were sort of really, really restless. I'm just going to pop.
Waiting for Father Christmas. Marion says, ours went up the day of Christmas Eve. Often there was a family dinner. It was my aunt's anniversary as well. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful project.
I know we've been chatting, but you've seen what we've been doing as we go. And again, enjoy the colouring. Just sit and enjoy colouring. Don't try to rush it. If you've got 5 minutes, maybe you can colour a little bit. But if you've got 5 minutes, don't do it until you've got a little bit longer, because I think the joy of colouring is having that time to enjoy doing it.
That stamp set, by the way, is available for you in the mystery bag. So if you want to go for that, again, just to really, really quickly show you everything that you're going to get, it's £24 or $32 for all of this. And this is the stamp here, the Candlelit Christmas. So that's the one that Corrine's just been working with. The way that I worked it out is that you pay for this set here, so those 8 stamps. You pay for this one here, which is the, what's it called? Make-A-Wish. That's that beautiful little toadstool and foliage, and this one here, which is your aperture stamp set, the terrarium. You pay for that. Everything else you get is for free. So we're giving you the Country Lane Idyllic Meadow set. There's 18 stamps in there. Got that beautiful, really traditional vintage 'Twas the Night Before Christmas stamp set called St. Nick. Then you've got the little window box, which is super cute. You're going to get one of our punny stamps in there. That's the alpaca. You're going to get one of the natural beauty stamps in there as well. That one is the tumbling waves and florals. And then you're getting these two stamp sets, which are incredible. The two largest stamps in there, 4.5 by 6, but you get 5 stamps within each set. Incredible value for money. As I've said, even if you have got a few of those stamps yourself, you're buying that to get the ones that you haven't got, and then you're thinking to yourself, right, I'm going to give the other ones away as Christmas gifts to put in stockings, all those kind of things. Don't miss out on that set. Use your code as well to get the discount. Something which is still proving mega popular, and again, I'll say it again, I said it earlier, we launched this on Crafters TV about 2 weeks ago, and it was huge. It was so popular, it was flying out the door. We sold hundreds of these at that half price, $31.99 or $39.96. It's still as popular now as it was those 2 weeks ago. You've got to understand as well the amount of people who are buying these, people multi-buying 2, 3, 4, 5. We had Kerry the other day who bought 8 of these. These are dwindling as far as the stock is concerned because everyone is latching on to A, the value for money, and B, the quality of the products that you get within the box itself. As I said earlier on, we're going to show you a little VT here with Sheena, who launched this on Crafters TV. She talked all around it. No one better than Sheena to launch this. Have a listen to her as she talks around all of the different tools that you've got within here. But also, I just want you to have a really close listen to when she starts talking about the value for money and the amount that she spent on other products similar to this before this was even a thing. And then you will realise for yourself just what an absolute steal of a deal this is at $31.99 or $39.96. Here is the lovely Sheena taking you around this Pro Sketch Pack. Have a listen, and I can almost guarantee you after you've seen what's in here and you've heard Sheena talk about it, you'll be getting yours if you haven't got it already. Here she is.
It is phenomenal. So seriously, if there's somebody who's of school age, college, anybody, and just this, they're going to want to use this, but you're going to want to use this as well. Shall I take you through what's in on the overhead? Right, let's look at it, and then I've got mine already set up. This is what you get, the first layer, right? So this is the first layer. We have a huge pencil like this. This is called a clutch pencil or a lead holder. Look at the size, look at that, that's lead, that's all lead. So that's for your sketching, for your shading. We'll be using that today. I'll be taking you through that. And to pop it back in, you just do that and it goes back. But you've also got in there, you have got, I'm just going to do, instead of like an order, I'm going to go around. You've got a mechanical pencil here, down here. You've got your regular mechanical pencil that you probably know about. Now, I've got to say, guys, with these two here, I've paid up to £10 for what my clutch holder. My pencil, £5 to £6 for an inexpensive one.
Right, okay.
The value is, I have everything that's in here, just say it, and I've paid a lot of money for everything that's in here. So they're the first two, but you also get refills for these guys. So you get a whole pack here. It's hard to get them out here. I'm going to do my best to get them out because I've already got them. Well, I'm just going to point, look there. You've got your lead for your mechanical pencil, for your fine one. I'm going to show you why these are all, why you need them all shortly, and why they, what everything does. And look at all those there. All of those there are refills for your clutch pencil or your lead holder, the big chunky one. So you've got refills. You've got a couple of erasers, and they do different things. This is the type that you're probably well familiar with, just a regular plastic eraser. Works a treat. Yeah. You've got this one here, which is a kneaded eraser, kneadable eraser. They call it a putty eraser, or a kneaded eraser, or a kneadable eraser. It's squidgy. It's like it's a bit like, you know, like stuff you put your Christmas cards up in. When we open this, you'll see, and you shape it and you use it any way you want, and it doesn't leave any little bits behind like that one. Okay. You can just lighten the background a little bit with it. Anyway, we're going to be using them shortly. Going through, you've got 3 coloured pencils here that are great for just either mixing, for colouring in, or for like when you're doing, if you're doing a little sketchy ideas, you can do them in different colours for represent different bits of your card making. So you might want to use the red as the foreground element if you're using your books and things to plan out your cards. Yeah. The blue might be a background, the next layer back, and the green might be further back, like just the flat bit of card. All of this will become apparent later. You've got 2, these are amazing. If you've ever used water-soluble graphite, you'll be excited already. There's 2 here. They look like pencil, they're exactly like pencil, but you don't have to even blend these ones, you just add a bit of water. There is a 2B and a 6B. Now this is where I get super excited.
What's this one?
Like seriously, a pastel, a chalk pastel pencil. For all of your card making, your paper crafting, you want that.
Yeah.
And you also want, look, I'm not even going to take it out.
This is what people are going to get excited about as well, that pen.
There. Oh, if you haven't used this pen yet, just do it. I mean, seriously, that and this kit alone, can you see where the money's just mounting up?
I know.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. I didn't even mention, look, you've got your pencil, a really good metal pencil sharpener there for all of your pencils, your regular pencils. Moving down, you've got a water brush, a fabulous, and it's a really nice size water brush.
Oh, cool.
It holds a really good point. So if you want to add the water to your water soluble pencils, just portable, it's perfect for that, and that's going to go in this kit that you haven't even seen the bag yet.
Yeah.
You got 5 illustrators there, and they're the brush nib illustrators, which are my absolute go-tos, perfect, and they're shades of grey. So you've got 2 cool greys, you've got 2 warm greys, and you've got a black. You've got all of these art liners, and you've got art liners here that you can't get anywhere else. These 2 here, and there's a chisel nib as well.
Oh, is there?
A chisel nib art liner. There's 2 flex pens here, which you won't get. Well, if you look at that, we've almost got like the price in just that of the kit.
Well, I was going to say already, all of that is miles over.
Miles over. Ben. You've got paper stumps to blend your graphite pencils with. That's the top layer. Then we move on. I think I've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the beauty of this. So in here,
this is great.
You have a case, and I've got mine all set up, which I'll show you properly shortly. But in there, everything fits perfectly. There's a place for everything in that case.
Yeah.
And there's also a place for the next thing, which are the books. Look at this. Right, now if you're wondering about the value of sketchbooks, let me pop that to one side. Let me show you what I've brought my sketchbooks here. Just let me take you through that. They're just 3 of my sketchbooks, right? That one I paid £11.50 for.
Yes.
That one was 15.
Right.
This one was £36. And guess what's in this one? Nothing, because I'm scared to use it.
Hang on, 36, 20...
36 quid for that.
26 and 11, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, for these 3. These ones have got bits in. I've been brave enough to do a few bits in these ones.
Wow.
But this one, not, because I'm scared to use it.
Yeah.
But look what you've got here. You've got 2 A4. They're totally different. Again, we're going to go through this in proper time and basically play. This one here is a mixed media book. So if you want to... For a crafter, you could use this book for your colour charts. You know when I say always make a colour chart? This would be it could be a card making Bible. You could have your aquas colour chart, and you've got them all safe in the
I like that idea, it's good.
Then you can have your inks, you can have your duet ink pad colours in there, and then swatch them so you can see all the colours. You've got your shimmer inks, so you can see how even that would work for a paper crafter. It's phenomenal, but it's not watercolour card. It won't take a completely soaking wash, but it's thick enough to use water products on there as well. So that's your mixed media pad there, and then we've got this beauty here. This if you separated this and gifted this on its own, it's sewn. It's a proper sewn with signatures. You know, they call the little bits and the little different things, the little signatures there. It's a sewn bound paper that is smooth, silky smooth, so all your dry media, your inks and everything are going to work perfectly on this. I'll show you how I've started to use mine, shall I? Shall I show you mine quickly before we start playing?
Not?
This one's mine.
That folder's brilliant as well, isn't it? My goodness me.
Fabulous.
You can even just split up the if you're looking for gifts, split up, keep the pens, give the folder away, give the pads away, and whatever you want to do.
That's what it looks like when it's together, Ben. Look, everything's got its place. I've put my pencils, I've got all my pens here for drawing, and I've gone large to small to fine.
Yeah.
We haven't even shown you how fine the lines are. We're doing all this when we're going to draw shortly. Not draw, scribble, plain over stamps and things.
Yeah.
And everything's there. And then in here, you've got all your other bits, your paper stump, your pencil sharpener, your eraser, everything fits in there. And then in here, you have your books. I mean, the fact that you can carry everything. Can you see what I'm saying? You are going to be like, if you gift this to someone this Christmas, they're going to think you use them. So if you think, I'd like a lovely sketchbook, like my little sketchbook, but I can't draw. So you're thinking, well, yeah, all right then, Douglas, but how do I do if I'm not drawing? Doesn't matter. Look, would you know that this hasn't been just sketched?
Wow, yeah.
Would you? No, you wouldn't, would you? That is what we're going to show you how to do. So you could make yourself a little journal like this.
Brilliant.
It doesn't have to be just, sketches like that, but I think that looks rather pretty. If you want to gather, and also imagine whatever you do in this book, you can then put on a card.
That's it.
So imagine sending a card that looks like this. It'll look like you've done a hand-drawn card. This one was stamps that you'll be familiar with. They're not even a stamp, that's a stencil. I'm going to show you how to choose them. Using the pens that are in the kit. If you want to maybe repurpose this one and think, well, how can I get value? Again, I haven't used it, but I've started playing in the back. You might want to make yourself a desk journal.
Yeah.
So this is a stencil. This is the space that we're going to do today. We're going to put a stamp on there and we're going to draw over that with the pen. And then we're going to use some just die cuts to cut out and put panels in here for notes or goals for that month. And it's going to be really pretty. And it's like, it could be a family kind of like what's happening at a glance, coffee table, pretty little book there. So can you see how it's not just if you're an artist, for anybody and anyone in school, honestly, you're going to look like the best auntie ever.
There she is, lovely Sheena, taking you through the Pro Sketch Pack. Incredible. The value for money, as you've just heard from Sheena there, is quite simply off the scale. Multi-order these. It's not a case of, half price, ridiculous price. There's one per customer. Buy as many as you want. We've had people multi-ordering. As I say, I know one lady's bought 8 of these. Get it whilst you can, though. Great Christmas gift idea, and guaranteed Christmas delivery still for you as well. So do not miss out. Yours will not say Debbie's Pro Sketch Pack on it. And do make sure, here it comes, details, you check out now. $31.99 or $39.96. I'm loving the use of all of the little, what do you call these little widgets? Bugs, I knew it was something like that. Great work, everybody, great work. Few comments, loads of comments coming through just whilst we've been watching Sheena there. Read Christmas trees. Sue says, I used to have mine up by the weekend after Thanksgiving because of a Montana Rail Link party. Hubby, a supervisor, invited his assistants for drinks beforehand. Kate in California. Oh, Kate, who did he was in Vienna. The tree was wrapped in a net and wasn't a massive one, but was still super awkward. BTW, by the way. I was studying computer science and working on an internship, and yes, the city is extra beautiful at Christmas. It just sounds, I would love to go to Vienna, an amazing place, and especially at Christmas, wow. Sue says, I like to leave my tree up until the middle of January, relax and enjoy. Why not? You do you. Barbara R says, my daughter put her tree up for Halloween. She decorated it with bats, ghosts and witches. That's a brilliant idea. Put your tree up for Halloween, decorate it for Halloween, take the Halloween decks down, then put up the Christmas decks. And Candy says, I've been using my confetti dies today while watching the show. I can't believe how wonderful Zippy the vacuum picker-upper picks up my mess. Super cool. Ours is called Vernon, but I know there's a Zippy, and I think there's someone called there's Veronica, I think. Right, we've got one last look at your starter kit with the illustrators. Let's show you this very quickly, and then Corrine's going to do a quick demo with it. The value for money in this kit is incredible because the £24 or $32, which by the way comes down by another £2.40 or $3.20 if you are using that code of Craftmas today, is all in this Illustrator set. You're going to get your sketching colours. So as you've seen with the Illustrators, those premium quality alcohol markers with a Japanese brush nib, that super fine nib, and 12 colours across the spectrum that you're seeing here. And it's kind of nice actually, particularly in this set, that you get your light and your dark of each of the colours that you're seeing within the collection. That's your value for money. Everything else you're going to get, you get for free. So the stamp that Corrine was using a little bit earlier on from the Mother Earth collection. The stamp set from the Roaring Twenties collection, which is called Together Forever, and these butterflies, which I think you're going to see in just a few moments' time with Corrine, the beautiful butterflies, tons of them on there, all individual stamps, different shapes, different sizes, and of course different patterns for you to be colouring in. Those come to you for free, alongside your 16 sheets of Nina card as well. So like I say, it's like you pay for the Illustrator pens and you get everything else in that kit for free. Huge value for money. Use your code if you're picking it up to bring it down even further, but we've got about 10 minutes or so before we get the all-important votes going on demo of the show and demo of the day. There's the code bottom of the screen just to remind you. What do you reckon, Corrine? What can we do in 10 minutes?
Right, I can at least start this and show you how far we get to. I'm just taking some of my butterflies from that collection and I'm just laying them out on my card. I can do that. I might have to go in with another row in a minute. So we can just pop those on here. So I've just made sort of like a lovely kaleidoscope of butterflies drifting off up my paper. So I've got them coming off my card as well, and we can pop that. So again, it's just our regular alcohol-proof black ink. So we just go in there. So I just sort of put the first sort of trail up, and then I can then slot them into the gaps. Because what you have to remember is stamps are actually bigger than the actual finished stamp is bigger than the area that they stamp, you know, because they've got a border around them. So I can't actually fit all the stamps in the gaps. But if I went to do it on a second row, I can do, you'll see what I mean in a minute. So you've got the edge to your stamp, which takes up a bit more room. So we can put that on there. I should have really put a piece of card underneath so I didn't end up stamping my stamping platform. But hopefully I've not got too much ink on there. And you can see, oh, I've just missed a little bit off there. Put that back on, let it settle, and go back down because I missed that bit. There we go. Oh, come on, Corrine, get it all there. But you couldn't do that if you didn't have a stamping platform, could you?
That's it. That's the genius of that stamping platform.
It is. There we go. You can do that. And then you can take these off and then pop them back on here. This is what takes half the time, is putting them all back on. So we'll just put them on hopefully roughly, and then I can grab a few more. Oh, come on, why is that one not going on? That one, and one on there. Pop those all, there we go. I think I've roughly got that. Let's use these little ones, and then I can fill up some of the little gaps, just like that. We can put one just down there. Oh, let's move that one. And we can put one in there. So you can see we've just created a lovely, oops, there we go. Where have I put three? Just three. Pick those up and then put that onto there. And then we can add those on as well. Just make sure those should be easy to get right. And again, and it's really nice to come off your card as well. So I've got those, and you just put on, oops, it's smudged on there. Let me just see if I can get that off there before it sets. There we go, quick. Oh, look. Oh, that's not a butterfly, that's something else. So we've got that on here, and I've got one that I've actually done that I quite like. Now, there is my sort of finished one, but I'm going to bring this one in just because we've only got 10 minutes just to show you. So you start like here, again, Nina card, alcohol proof ink, and then we're going to come on here. So I'm just going to colour these last couple, and every time you do it they're going to be slightly different. So I've got a lovely colour palette, look at that.
Yeah, wow.
Isn't that good? You can just see that. Dark reds, oranges, gold yellows, citrus and burnt orange. So, you know, just do it as you want to. So let's just do these on here. So let's just pop a little bit of colour. Every time you do this, they're going to be slightly different. So I'm just going to lay down a bit of the orange.
You don't ever bother sort of looking at actual pictures of butterflies, then you just go and do what you fancy, do you?
Yeah, because I don't think these are an admiral or a red admiral or a, you know, I don't particularly, they might be, but I'm not seeing them as specific butterflies. So I don't worry about them being too true to form, you know. Yeah, painted lady butterflies.
Jamie likes
nice.
a painted lady.
They're nice ones.
Don't think I can name too many butterflies. Red Admiral, cabbage white, yeah?
Yeah.
Cabbage white.
That's a very common one round.
Yeah.
You've got your peacock, obviously you said that. Your peacock, your red admiral.
Trying to think of a few more different
And there are so many, aren't there?
species.
There are so many, and it's...
Painted lady, Red Admiral.
And then I'm just going in there and I'm just sort of blending that so that when it's done, oops, you can see it goes, it just takes that colour and just makes it go from one to the other. So you can hardly see, hopefully when it's done, it really just blends those colours together. And we can come in with some paler ones. Let's go, let's just, every time it's different. There's no, right, I can have prepared one, but you're going to get a different effect every time. So I just need to finish this one because this is my finished card. Just come round the edges. And let's go over here. I've got a nice orange that I've not used yet. There we go. Where's my orange? Let's have a go with the orange one. Oh, that's quite red, isn't it, that orange? That's fine. That's going to blend nicely there.
Lynn's just jumped in and said she loves your jumper.
Thank you. No idea, I got it last year. I think it was...
No lasagna splatters on there.
There isn't. I think I got it off something like Woucher, you know that selling site?
Wow. Woucher, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was something like that. It really wasn't expensive last year. Because like I say, never wore things like this before shopping TV. Things we do, Ben, isn't it?
I mean, I never ever wear my Christmas jumpers outside of these four walls.
Don't you?
No, you never catch me.
You do.
But what? I love a Christmas jumper.
Pardon?
I love a Christmas jumper.
Do you?
I'm rarely out of one during December.
Are you?
I've got a really, for our UK viewers, the one I bought last year was a bullseye one. It's got bully on the front and a Christmas hat and loads of like darts on around it. I might wear it next week. Stephanie says, Corrine, when do you flick or straight colour blend? That's a good question.
When it whatever feels right to what I'm doing, really. If I was doing hair and things, it's definitely a flick. But if you're just wanting to just add, you know, you can almost create your own shade. If I do this, look, if you come down at the base, it just literally adds it, you know, makes it lighter and darker. So it's just whatever works, really. Let's go with a paler red for this one. And let's come around the edges of here. Remember, what you've always got to remember is your colours will fade as you know, as it dries. They always do. So let's just come round the side there. We can give it create that look. We're going to do it slightly different to our normal preserved highlight on there. We're going to come round on that one. We're going to come down on here. Be as quick as I can because we are running out of time.
I know, 2 votes to get in as well.
I know. We'll get there in a minute and we won't take long because that's why I've jumped straight onto this one because it's nearly there. Just sort of flicking. I don't want that harsh line, I just want it to be soft. And then I'm going to go in with my yellow and I'm just going to blend those together just to give it that sort of look of curving. So, you know, you've got the red, but it looks curved on there. Then we can come down there. Let's go yellow. Oh, let's come a bit of yellow down here and down here. There we go, and then we'll just come in with the red, and then that one is finished. Oh, I've got a little bit up there, I've just missed.
Beautiful.
We can just come a little bit of red down here. And you can see all I've done here is I've just taken my pens and just done dots to sort of fill in some of the, you know, some of the spaces.
Yeah.
But just pick a colour frame. I mean, I've done reds and yellows. You could do whatever colours you want. You could have pinks and purples. You could have blues and greens. Really, really is up to you what colour you have. Just do the last little bit on here. Come through there. And then the alternate stripes on there. And I'm just going to get my orange, my burnt orange. Oops, wobble wobble. And then on here, there we go, just on there. Blend that one down, blend that down there. And there you go. So very, very quick, but we've put that together. So all I've done, so this is so simple. Card base, tent fold again. Let's just come in with our glue. Let me see which is the right way around. Put our collal on here. Again, from the lady that was asking, uncoated cardstock, so absolutely no problem using my collal all purpose because it's not going to react. And if anything, it's going to make it even more robust because it dries really firm.
Yeah.
You'll see, I use collal a lot, and Jan uses collal a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you'll ever see Debbie Fisher use it.
No.
Never. I don't think she would rather use tacky glue.
Yeah.
That's her glue of choice. I don't know about Debbie Robinson. I think she uses it, but I'm not totally sure. I've done enough shows with her, but I can't actually remember.
Debbie. Yeah, couldn't tell off the top of my head.
No, nor do I. Have to check because I've got some shows with her. So there we go. Pop that one on there.
Yep.
Then I've got a sentiment that I had. Here it is. And all I would do on this is just off the stamp set. I've got off a different stamp set. This is from my Butterfly Kisses. So I'm just going to pop that over there. Let's sort of make it similar sort of gap through there.
Yep.
And do you know what? That's all I would do because we've done all that beautiful colouring.
Fantastic. Should we get the votes lined up?
I think.
We've got
Sorry,
two
we
to
had
do.
to rush that through at the end.
That's fine. 2 to do in 6.5 minutes, so we're going to keep Susie on her toes here. So, demo of the show.
Demo of the show. 1 are Sheena stamps.
Yep.
2 was our candlelit from the mystery bag, and number 3 was the butterflies from the starter kit. Very different, but all gorgeously coloured and absolutely lovely. 1, 2, 3. You've got 2 minutes here, and that is it to get your vote in, and then we'll get the vote for the demo of the day. Right, this starter kit, I think is the best deal on the show. I've got to be honest with you. I mean, the sketching kit obviously speaks for itself, but this set with your illustrators, I think is brilliant because what you're getting here is your set of the sketching illustrators. So the 12 different colours, your dual-ended alcohol markers with your ultra-fine nib and that beautiful brush nib. Across these 12 colours, you pay for that basically, and you get everything else for free. And what is so nice about this again is that you've got the different blend of colours. So you've got your daffodil and your canary, CT1, CT3. You've got your yellow, green and your salad. So it's your LG2, LG4. You can see as we go across these in the blues, you've got your TB1, TB3, lilac, you've got your HB1, HB2. So it's nice that you've got all of the different blends across the 12 colours that you've got in that set. That you pay for. We then give you the medium that you're going to be colouring onto in the form of your Nina cardstock, so 16 sheets of that. That's what you want to be using when you're using your alcohol markers. So we've teed you up very nicely as far as that's concerned. Then you're going to get these stamps. Again, it's like you're getting these for free within the collection. All different sizes, different designs on these as well. So just have fun colouring these in. They're all individual. Oh no, I'll tell a lie. Or are they? No, they're not. They're all on what? They are individuals. Yeah, they are all individuals. That's why I love them, because you've got, you know, that check, you can swap them around.
They are all individuals for you, so you can mix and match those around. You've also got your Together Forever. That is the set from the Roaring 20s collection. So you've got the lady and gentleman there having a bit of a dance, and then the beautiful sentiments on there too. And then you've also got that set of stamps which comes from Sheena's Mother Earth collection. £24, $32. Stephanie says, I love the amount of butterflies soaring. I remember when I used to see so many together like that. Don't make butterflies like they used to, do they? And Shadiah says, love your Colour Me Happy show. Hope we get to do this again. I think more Colour Me Happy shows. Demo of the show. 3.
I've lost it. There. 3. The butterflies.
Beautiful butterfly.
I'm bringing it over. Bringing it over.
So, demo of the day is number 1 for you. Let's have a look. So, this is the beautiful card that Corrine, thank you, made earlier on this morning on Wake Up Call. That is with the Colourable Creator card die. So, that is number 1. Number 2 with the all-night pop-out dies, mate, with the zebra on front. So, that is number 2. And then number 3 is the one that you've just voted for. You've got literally about 90 seconds, 2 minutes there. 3, 2. Oh, you done it? 1. Go. Vote now. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. If you want to go for the full set of illustrators, by the way, I'll say the full set, 48 colours. Where's the other? Oh, it's over here. I've got it right the whole show and I confused myself right at the end. If you want to go for 48 of the pens, then this is the one that you want to be going for. So £52 or $88. Remember to use that code to get another 10% off. If you go for the starter kit and this kit together, you will double up on the sketching, but you know that's not such a bad thing really, because eventually over time they will run out, so you will need the replacements. So have an extra set there, why not? This is the sketching, so you're going to get all of those 12 colours in the set right there. Again, dual-ended pens with your Japanese brush nib and that beautiful ultra fine nib. Then in the set, you've got your landscape, so you can see here, this is more of your greens and your browns. Got a little blue in there as well. That blue is your IB1. So again, you know, lots of different colours for doing all of those landscapes, country scenes. Then you've got your figure, so this is more of those sort of portrait blends. And again, with this one particularly, you've got the lighter and the darker shade within each of those sets. So again, great for kind of blending those. And then you've also got your seascape collection, which is your blues mainly and greens and turquoises. We've got a demo of the day as well. That was super duper quick. I tell you what, super speedy Susie on the socials. Super speedy superstar Susie on the socials. Sensational. The winner is...
Oh, wow. Thank you.
There you go. Fan-blooming-tastic that. What a great day. Corrine, thank you so much. Happy anniversary for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Hope you have a lovely day.
Thank you.
And when are you back with us here?
I'm back here on the 19th. 19th,
Okay.
That's my last show here before Christmas, because I've got one more Hobby Maker once, and last one here is 19th.
Marvellous. Well, we will see you back then for that. I'm back with you not till Wednesday of next week now. Debbie Fisher's here tomorrow with Becky. It's going to be Sewing Saturday. It's going to be so much fun with a brand new launch and a soft craft cartload. So that's coming up tomorrow. Of course, we kick the day off with Play Your Crafts Right as well, so that will be a lot of fun. Just to say massive thank you as always to Team today. Thank you to all the J's, Jamie, Johnny, Jake, and also thank you to Superstar Susie on the socials, Rachel, of course, who was with us a little bit earlier on too, and of course a massive thank you to Corrine. Thank you to you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic weekend as well, and do make sure you drop in and see us tomorrow at Points, because we will be spinning that wheel again as part of our 12 days of Craftmas. It will be, well, could be another discount tomorrow, could be more free gifts, could be bonus points. We don't know. You'll have to tune in and see Debbie spin that wheel tomorrow. We do know that you've got another, well, here in the UK, just 4 hours left to use that code to get yourself that extra 10% discount today. It is Craftmas. Thanks for a fab Friday, everybody. I will see you next week. Until then, have a brilliant weekend. And from all of us here, bye for now.